Hello and welcome to another epic hero game devlog. A lot has happened since the last video, but in this video we will take a closer look at how the progression will work. In a nutshell, there's a timer, and that's pretty much it. Okay guys, thanks for watching, bye. No, there's more to it. Imagine, in a world where you are the only superhero around and the entire planet is getting invaded. You cannot just sit and fool around. You must clear the enemies as fast as possible and minimize damage to the planet, as the enemies will grow stronger and eventually you are left up with multiple Souls-style bosses and progressing further is gonna become impossible. And with this, we have a full game loop. Go to a level, find a boss, clear minions, clear the boss, and repeat. This solves the higher level progression problem I've had for a while. And it makes perfect sense too. Everything turning into lava at 20 minutes when you are in the middle of an alien invasion is a perfect little detail you can do to add a little bit of extra difficulty. Now that the game has a full loop, we need to throw a wrench into the machine and make it a little bit different every time you play. Ever since the beginning, I wanted to have a system where you could combine things together to create spells and abilities. I sort of came up with the functional design of it by accident after prototyping this world space UI inventory, and tested what it would be like to add upgrades to individual arms. For example, if you wanted to make a fire spell, first you would have to equip an energy blast and add a fireball to it. Makes sense, right? Well, what if I told you that if you change the energy blast to a sword, it would set the sword on fire, and anytime you attack, instead of spawning rocks, it would spit fire everywhere. And this is great, because within the first few weeks of making this system work, I already made a spell that I didn't originally think about, that I had to nerf because how strong it was. But it proved my point that this is how the progression in the game should work. What was the spell, you may ask? Well, you start off with an energy blast, add a laser to turn it into a beam, and then you add a shockwave that spawns every time a hit is detected. Needless to say, this was incredibly powerful because the beam would trigger damage every few seconds. Which is why I needed to nerf it with a cooldown, but it just proves my point, this system is great. And it uses the inventory system, which the player has already learned. And if you accidentally make a spell that you don't like, you can just unequip the upgrade. It is so good! This opens up so many doors what's possible. Imagine being able to throw rocks at the enemies, imagine scaling up your projectile to the size of a mountain, and imagine spawning lightning. I like this design so much that I ended up using the same system for power-up too, so you can define how your power-up should behave. Do you dodge all attacks automatically? Do you slow down time? Or do you just deal insane amount of damage? And don't get me wrong, this is gonna become a nightmare to balance, but I don't care. It makes the game so fun, it's more than worth it. And it's a problem for future me to solve, and it's gonna be fine, right? And that takes us to the present day, where we are currently playtesting the game with our Discord community. Feedback has been very positive so far, and if you would like to give the game a go, make sure to join the Discord. There's currently only one playable map, but I just recently started development of boss number 2, Apocalypse, the giant snake, so more maps coming soon. And if you have any upgrade/boss ideas, let me know in the comments. I'll get to it eventually. And that's gonna be it for me today. Thanks for watching. See you on the next exciting episode of Epic Hero Game.